What's up, y'all? How's it going? Today we are going to be doing another, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about the new Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer that just released. Now, I've already seen it. I saw it not that long ago, and my God, am I super excited to see this dang thing. I'll tell you right now. Now, in my opinion, Mario Galaxy, without a doubt, is the best Mario game to have ever been created, in my opinion, at least. I mean, you can't really just take away the fact that that game is magical. I tell you, like, it's magical. This fucking game, I grew up with the Wii, so I definitely have like a lot of bias for it. But you can't change my mind for saying that like Super Mario 64 or Sunshine, like those games are good, but they're not as good as Mario Galaxy. No way. But anyways, um, it was just like a reveal trailer of like the title, and we obviously got that shot of Mario, so uh, obviously we would have gotten that shot of Mario. Now, they did also say that the original cast from the previous movie, they will be returning as their prospective roles. Now, something that I would want to speculate about is what's going to happen in this movie. Now, most likely we're going to be getting Rosalina in this movie. That would be something that would be a no-brainer kind of. But how is the plot going to play out? Because in the games, it was mainly Bowser that was kind of, well, here's the thing. I never really got the chance to play Super Mario Galaxy 2, but I will be able to get the chance to play it when it comes to the Switch. But like Bowser, like back to what I was saying, Bowser has been the main antagonist for both games because he wants to create his own galaxy. He wants to he wants to have his own empire kind of thing. So I don't know if they're gonna take Bowser back as the antagonist or if they're gonna introduce a new antagonist or probably something from a game that we've probably all heard of but probably forgot. I don't know. But I highly doubt they're probably gonna use Bowser again, but there is still a possibility that they will use him. But how is it gonna kind of play out in a way? You know what I mean? Because now you got all these characters like you got Donkey Kong, you got Luigi, Toad, Peach, and Mario, who are all who are all in the same area kind of thing. But like Donkey Kong, Luigi, and Toad, and I not you know what not Toad. He's actually been in there, but Luigi and Donkey Kong they both haven't been to Galaxy, unless you're counting the fact that you can play as Luigi. But I wouldn't count that, I guess. But uh, and I guess that'll also give us the chance to see the observatory as well. If you don't know what the observatory is, it is the like the hub world. It's like the castle, um, like where you get to go to different galaxies or different missions, whatever. And it was where Rosalina would stay with all the Lumas and whatnot. So, and again, yes, we probably most likely will be getting introduced to the Lumas. And another thing that I want to point out as well is that Mario, he had like this power, like this, but like when he teamed up with the Luma, the white Luma, I forget her name, but once they teamed up, like he had like some galaxy power, like some power where he'd like spin around and then just be able to break shit. So I bet you they'll definitely reiterate, like they'll try to iterate that into the movie, and he'll probably most likely get that. What else is there to say? And one thing I also do hope to see as well, considering that it's gonna be in the galaxy, I do hope that we get to see like previous bosses and that they'll be able to actually travel to multiple different galaxies as well, like they do in the game. that is something that I would probably think is gonna happen. Uh, if I guess if Bowser were to be the antagonist, which is most likely gonna happen, but who knows? Considering the fact that he's in custody, uh, he was shown in custody at the end of the first movie. I don't know how they're gonna kind of make him the antagonist in this one. They have to use someone else. Um, there's not really anyone off the top of my head right now that could do that, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see to figure that out. I don't know. One of the antagonists actually that I want to point out that instead of actually Bowser, because I was just looking at this, um, most likely this could be Bowser Jr., who could be the antagonist for this, because we never got a chance to see him. But I could also see this as for it to be likely to happen in the movie. Also considering the fact that Bowser Jr. in both, or at least the first Galaxy game, he was one of the main antagonists. He was also one of the bosses that you would see quite frequently. So that would possibly be who the antagonist be. That's what I'm going with. And finally, the last thing I want to go over with is that Yoshi will definitely be coming to this game. Or sorry, not this game, this movie. Cause we did see it in the end credits or the post credit scene, and if you also remember in Galaxy 2, we were able to kind of ride Yoshi. Pause. Um, but but we were allowed to do like it was like a mechanic in the game where we could like use Yoshi to like fend off enemies, and he could also turn into like a like a balloon kind of, and he could turn into like a flaming ball of heat once he ate one of those cherries or whatever. So I for sure can, like, from my perspective at least, or from my gut, I could 100% be positive that that's what's going to happen with Yoshi and how he's going to be introduced in the movie. But hey, that's just my 2 cents for tonight, and hopefully sooner than later, we can get a new trailer coming soon. There will probably most likely be another one, probably coming in maybe December or January, I would hope, or maybe even sooner than that, because considering this movie is going to come out in April, like it did last time, we could definitely see that. So we'll just have to stay tuned for that. Anyway, and without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. And one more thing, later tonight, hopefully later tonight, um, Resident Evil Part 1 will come out. Resident Evil Part 1 is currently in development right now. But considering that I just saw the trailer, I had to get this out. So you will see Resident Evil Part 1 either tomorrow or tonight. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'm going to go finish up that video now. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.